Hey guys, what's up? V8 Merc here. I want to show you guys some of my blades. These are my bigger blades I have for camping or whatnot, just using around the house because we live on a farm, so I can use these kind of blades to process game or chop wood or whatever, like if I was going to camp out in my field. I'll first show you guys my AK bayonet. I actually have 4 of these. Got the kit, I got the set from, I think it was Centerfire Systems, and they come with the steel sheath, the frog, and the rubber thing on here, so you can put it on your belt, hang it down. It's a hang down system. I took it all off because I usually just throw it in my pocket. I have pretty big pockets and pull it out, and then whenever I need to use it, I use it. I kind of sharpen it up a little bit using a flat disc from an angle grinder, so it kind of gave it a polished edge there, and then same thing here. Be careful about grinding it. You know, this is not designed to be cutting paper by any means. I mean, it may look a little thick or thin, but it's actually really thick, and it's made for more of poking than anything else. So stabbing is primarily what it's for. So if you're going to be hunting, and hunting, you'd have to have a different kind of blade, but if you needed this for protection to like stab or whatever, this is perfect. This is what it's designed for. And it also has the wire cutter that everybody knows about. Just works like that. I usually carry this with me all the time when I'm walking around, when I go for a walk around my field, for whatever reason, because I usually just poke at stuff and hack stuff and just mess around with it, and the blade can handle all that abuse. It's actually pretty strong in that sense. Now, this here is a hatchet and knife set. I'll show you the knife. This is a knife you can use for skinning and gutting game. It has that to slice the belly open. You put it at the lower base of the belly, and you pull up, and it cuts the belly skin without getting into the internal intestines and the stomach and whatever, releasing all that crap. You don't want to do that. So that's what this knife's designed for. So it comes with that. It's actually pretty sharp out of the pack. I've sharpened these all with the oil stone, so they're sharper than what they kind of came with, except for this hatchet right here. This is actually, it's pretty thick, as you can see, and they just taper it right to the edge, and that thing is very, very sharp. And I haven't sharpened this yet. I was using it. I had bought some whole fish, I think it was bass, and I was using it to cut it up, and I actually used this instead of a cleaver because it was way sharper and I could give the force that I needed, and this works really good. I haven't used it on wood yet, but I probably will. But it looks like it'll do some pretty good work. Being that it's so cheap, I mean, this right here costs $20 on sale at Big 5. You can get it for like, I think it's off sale, it's like 60 or something like that, which is ridiculous, but you know, whatever. And then I also found out that they had this set, which is the matching set to it. So this also costs $20 on sale. And I really like this one a lot because I like to use this inside our kitchen and our garage, which is where we're at right now. We're in our garage. And I use this to process bigger pieces of meat that we have. This I'll use outdoors. This I'll probably use more indoors. Comes with this small knife, kind of like a paring knife, or to do some detailed cutting or cut some garlic or whatever, you can use this. I really love this blade. I've used this actually quite a few times out of all the knives here, well, out of this whole set. Just for regular cooking food and stuff like that. So this knife's really nice. And this one also comes with the same skinning knife. Actually, it's a little bit different. The finish on it is slightly different, but it's the same thing pretty much. And you can probably see that. Let me pull this one out. The top one is the one that's from the older kit. These were purchased within about a couple months of each other. So they're a little bit different. Not too much, but a little bit. So that's pretty much the same. And then the big one here is really nice. It's a huge cleaver. It's got a pretty thick spine on it. The whole blade is really thick, just like the hatchet over here. And the blade edge is, again, just like the hatchet, and it goes all the way up too. It sweeps up, and it's really good. And you can put your finger like this, and it's pretty much balanced right there. So you can hold it like this and do some fine chopping or whatnot, or you can just put the whole thing in your hand and really get down on it. And this has good weight to it, a lot of weight to it, just like this does. You can get a lot of force without actually using it too hard. Really good blade. I've used this to cut through some bone, so you can use this just to take one real good whack at a paw or whatnot, or a hoof, and cleave the hoof off. And so this is I like the set really. It's a really good set. It looks nice too. That's what I really like about it. It's Smith & Wesson Bullseye set. And that's what I wanted to show you guys, just some bigger blades that I got. I really like knives and whatnot because they're cheap, easy. You don't need a license to own them, most of them, I think. I don't think you need a license for any of them, actually, unless it's a neck or boot knife. No, that's not even a license. You just have to display it outside. Can't conceal it. I think that's what the law is. One thing I wanted to go over about this AK-47 bayonet, not a 74. If you're wondering why it's black, it's because I painted it black. And also, you might be able to tell if you have one that this end is supposed to be wider. And what I did was I just cut it off, both sides, and the button for the bayonet. And notice that there's no groove here for the bayonet to attach. I filled this up with Bondo, and this as well, and covered all this up so that it could be a knife I can fit in my hand. And so because it's skinnier, it fits much nicer. And that's what it's for, not for the rifle. I kept one separate for the AK, for our AK, so we can have one on the rifle. But I thought I'd mention that because I think someone might be wondering about that. So that's what I want to show you guys. A bigger blade set here. If you guys have any questions or comments or whatever, just shoot me a PM or leave it in the comments below. It's all good by me. All right, guys, me, Eric, signing out.